that the audience couldn't hear as well, especially using the Radio Shack adapter where we had that humming noise, and the audience couldn't hear as well. We just got really fed up with that, and so that's why that's when we invested in more expensive equipment to make sure that we have a better voice quality, and so that's when I decided to buy the Audio Innkeeper 2. And let me show you that right now. Okay, this is how it looks like. And the reason why I'm using this one instead of like a Utero, which is the I think the Internet Audio Guy. Let me go to his website real quick here. Suggested. Okay. I'm going to give him a free plug here, but a really popular guy that sells these teleseminar equipment is Mike Stewart. Okay, his website is internetaudioguy.com, and you can buy his equipment here. And a lot of internet marketers buy his stuff. Hold on, let me go to his top one. Okay, let me see. Okay, so here I'm at his website right now, and as you can see, he has different packages in his audio equipment. The one that he used here is called Innkeeper 1, okay, and I don't, this is what he recommends as the ultimate solution, and I don't use the Innkeeper 1 is because the Innkeeper 1 requires for me to be the one that does the recording, or I have to be in the same office as the one that does the recording, because the microphone here goes directly into the Innkeeper 1. In my case, I'm not the one that's doing the recording, and Lisa is, I work out of home and Lisa works out of the office, and so we're not in the same physical space. And so I went, we went to did the research and bought the Innkeeper 2 instead, okay, and that's which is let me go back here, this is the one that you see here. The Innkeeper 2, what's cool about it, it allows you to conference two lines together, okay? So, I'll be on the phone, and the other party will be on the phone, and then Lisa can just conference us in using two different phone lines. And Lisa can talk to us through another line in through her microphone, and that's how she communicates, and that's how all three of us communicate together. So when she opens up the line for you to listen to her, she's actually not using a phone to talk to you. She's using a microphone to talk to you. And see these plugs here? This is for you to be able to put your handset here to listen if you wanted to, okay? Or you can also plug your handset into here if you're going to play an audio coming from your computer out here, like the way I play testimonials, or if Lisa has to play an audio file or a testimonial file, or actually when she does the playback, like right now, you're listening to her doing a playback from her computer to you, and you're watching this as if it's a live call, or she's actually using this plug right here. And so she's using the JK audio, okay, the voice path that I showed you earlier. Okay, she's using that, and then instead of plugging it into the handset of her phone, she's plugging into here, and that's how you're able to hear my audio right now. Okay, so this is the reason why I use Innkeeper 2. Okay, it's so that way I can call in to Lisa. The other person can call in to Lisa. She can conference us in, and I don't have to worry about the recording. Lisa takes care of all the recording, and she can adjust our volume separately. Okay, so I'm on one channel, the other person's on the other channel. So if any of us, if our phone quality is low, she can increase our volume. She can play around with different things like that. And let me see here. I'm not going to go too crazy into all the details of this equipment, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like in the back. So the so back here, right? You have the phone, you have the phone jacks that goes in, and then here, these here comes out to the to the speaker. So that way, these caller right here go out to the mixer. Go out to the mixer, and then from the mixer, it takes that into the computer, okay, and then from the mixer output also goes back to the master send here. And this is how we're able to hear Lisa. And okay, so you can learn more about that. If you're technically challenged, just hire somebody to figure this out. When you first get started, you really don't need this equipment for now. Make some money first, and then figure it out later. Just go back and watch this video on what you need there and figure that out. Okay, and then the mixer that we use is called the Carvin. So let me show you that. Okay. This might scare you. Taking a look at this incredibly complicated-looking mixer. The reason why we use this mixer is, number one, it has 8 channels. It has more channels than the ones that the Internet Audio guys suggested, which is this little thing. And let me go to his other one. Yeah. So he used this right here. This only has 2 outputs, and so it's it would work if there was not a third party involved, like Lisa being involved here, and so. So we don't use that one, and we use the one I just showed you instead, okay? And yes, even though it looks complicated, you don't have to use all of these things, all of these settings, okay? For example, when Lisa first started doing this, she didn't know how to use the Innkeeper. She didn't know how to use this. She just figure it out, just read the instructions and figure it out. And I certainly don't know how to use these things, so I'm not going to even try. But yeah, so the caller 1, 2 would go into like one of these plugs. Lisa would plug in her headphones, like not her headphone, her microphone, into one of these lines. I'm not sure. One of these up here, and then take and then send it out to the one of these mics. See that? This is mic, and then send out the audio through the back of this. Let me show you. Let's see if I can view the USB part of it for you. Not sure if I can. Nope, doesn't look like it.
You can.
On that page? Probably a different page.
It should be at the bottom right of that page. is kind of important. That's the whole reason that you have a mixer.
Bottom.
It was on the details page.
Details page. Where's details?
Let's see.
Let me go to a different search. C844. And the reason why I chose a mixer that has a USB output instead of how come I can't search for it? Instead of a normal output, is because it's because I don't want to be dependent on the computer's sound card, because the computer sound card might go bad. It might have some humming noise. Computer sound cards are typically not good quality, and so I wanted to bypass that. I want to bypass the computer sound card and have it go out through a USB, which is a sound card that's built into the mixer itself, and take into the USB line. So that way, even if my computer doesn't have a sound card, I'm okay. I'm kind of lost here.
I just sent you the page.
Okay, cool. All right. And I'm going to leave this on purpose, but all of the stuff that Lisa and I was talking back and forth here about this mixer, I could have easily tell her, just edit it out, edit this whole part out, so that way, you can have, you don't see that I'm like trying to look for this stuff here to show you. But I'm not going to tell her to edit this part out, because just to prove a point that anything that I say on this, since it's pre-recorded, I can edit it out. It's not the same thing as when we're doing it live. In just a little bit, I'm going to give you some of the reasons why we do it live. Yeah, there's pros and cons against doing it live versus recording it. But anyway, so here's the USB outlet. So this plugs into your USB port on your computer. And this is pretty much the reason why we buy this big old complicated-looking mixer and not any other mixers. It's all because of this one thing, this USB outlet right here. Okay. All right. So that that's for hardware. Now, as I was saying, so why do you do it? Why do we pre-record this thing versus doing it live? Number one, we pre-record. The pro on pre-recording is that you get to do it anytime you want, whenever you are available and the other party is available, and so it gives you more freedom that way. And number two, so that way you don't have to be there at whatever 7, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night to do it, right? I have kids, and so I'd rather spend time with them. So that's the second reason. The third reason is that if you make mistakes, you can always just edit it out. So that way you don't. You can just edit it out, or if an emergency comes up that you're not dependent on having to be there to do the call. So that sounds like heck. That seems with all of that pro, who would ever want to do it live, right? Well, like why I would do it live, and I've found this, and I haven't been able to overcome it yet.